up, scary peeps. How's it going?
Oh my God. I just imagine like spit flying everywhere.
So, Kayla. Oh, hello, spooky soulmates. There we go. We hope you're having a fantastic week. Again, this is going up on Friday, which is our new upload day. We hope that's working out for you guys. And we have a really fun episode for you tonight. We're going to be doing... Are you laughing at me?
I think your coffee is starting to hit your face. Right?
So I was really tired earlier today, and I was like, dude, because we're doing this thing lately where we try and record more than one episode.
Night.
Yes, at night. At a time so that we can kind of just have a little bit more time free during the week. And so I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up for 2 recordings of podcasts. So I gulped a big coffee and I'm ready to go.
I think it's hitting you for sure. It's almost like you just shot it up.
Anyway, we have a conspiracy theory episode for you this week. And
it's so exciting.
Oh, man.
And terrifying.
It's going to be amazing.
If I wind up dead, just know that I love you guys.
Oh, and mine, I don't think is going to put me in any danger. It could. Who knows? But it's definitely not as threatening as Kayla's topic.
It's okay. I'll be the sacrifice.
Yes.
Really quick, we just want to remind you guys that you can find us on Facebook in our Facebook group, the Good Luck Sleeping Podcast. It's growing. We're almost at 100 members. We're super excited about that.
Maybe when this is released, we'll have surpassed that number.
We better. And then on Instagram, which that one's mostly run by Rachel, but sometimes I get on there. So just ask who you're dealing with if you talk to us.
Yes.
But that is Good Luck Sleeping Podcast.
Yep.
And then Twitter is GL Sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And, our email. If you want to send us in any kind of experience stories or any evidence that you have of ghosts or whatever, we would love to have it. You know, we have the listener stories episodes, and that is goodlucksleepingpodcast@gmail.com. Also, I just updated, just a little side note, on the Facebook group today, I updated where you can find us and where you can listen. There are now click-through links to everywhere that you can listen to us. Or you can go on our website and there's like little tabs at the top for literally everything from email to Stitcher to iTunes. I mean, you can just click through all of them. So super easy, super simple if you want to get a hold of what we're putting out.
Kayla is fantastic at all the technology. Again, she edits our podcast. So when you guys get on our little Facebook group or wherever you want to follow us on social media, if you are impressed with the quality and the editing, go ahead and say, hey, Kayla, you're doing a great job, because she really is doing a great job. No, you really have to do that.
Just give us a 5-star on iTunes. That's even better.
That really would help us so much.
Yeah, if we could get on the new and noteworthy page, that would be amazing.
Yeah, just to grow our little spooky family.
Yeah, we're loving interacting with you guys. It's so much fun. And it's so fulfilling to be able to like get feedback from y'all. So thank you so much.
Yeah, especially when people are popping up from different countries.
Yes, you know? Australia and Canada.
Like, I don't know. I guess, again, I think we say this all the time. In our heads, if just 1 or 2 people had listened to us, we would have been like, awesome. Thank you guys so much. We're so humbled.
I thought it was going to be like my mom, and then she listened and she was like, well, now I know how to pray for you. And never listened again.
So we are just really honored that you take time out of your weeks to tune us in and to, be part of our lives and to let us be part of yours.
Yes, we love you guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get into it. I'm going to start with mine, I think, because it might be a little less intense. But still, you guys, I was blown away by this research. This has always been my favorite conspiracy topic. And I haven't even told you what it is yet. How irritated are you right now? But when I was like just diving in deeper, I was like, oh man, I really think there's something to this. So I'm doing the Denver airport.
And if you guys listened to our live stream last weekend, you would have heard her mention her interest in that conspiracy theory. So,
indeed. All right. Well, Kayla, I want to ask you, what do you think of when I mention the city of Denver, Colorado?
Snow, skiing nearby.
Yeah.
High altitude, weed.
Yes, all those things. Like, it seems to me when I've never been, but I do have a family member that lives there, and it's beautiful. Seems very serene, peaceful. You wouldn't think that it's the headquarters of the Illuminati.
Wait, no. What? There's a tie-in here?
There's a tie-in.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, this place. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to dive in. Most of this information, honestly came from all over the web. Like, I would research a little bit on one article, and then I'd be like, okay, I got to dive deeper into that. And then I would go into a different. Yeah. But a lot of it came from an article called 15 Unsettling Facts About the Denver International Airport Conspiracy.
Okay, well, I'm never flying to Denver.
By Clayton Aldrich. Honestly, you could. I think it's probably one of the safest places to be.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Minus the Illuminati. Okay. So it was built in 1995. Okay, so it's not like a super...
That's new.
Yeah, it's not super old. People wonder why this airport was really built in the first place, because there was another successful airport that sits nearby, which is called the Stapleton Airport.
Okay.
Okay. And again, theorists wonder why it was necessary, because it was a super lengthy and very expensive project for the state. Okay. This leads to the theory that it was a ploy to cover up a larger project. The size of the airport is very suspicious. It is the third largest airport in the world. Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
You said it was Stapleton or Stapleton?
Stapleton. Yeah.
That airport, how close is it to the Denver airport? Like, is it in Denver or is it like another town over? Do you know? I just wanted to know, like, distance-wise, how far that is from Stapleton.
Stapleton Airport. Location of Stapleton Airport. It's in Denver.
Oh, so it's in Denver. Literally.
Yeah. Denver, Colorado.
Why do they need two major airports in one city?
Exactly.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. So getting back to it, it's the third largest airport in the world and more than double the size of the next largest airport in the United States. Which
something's up there.
I think is O'Hare.
Okay.
It's either O'Hare or Atlanta.
Where's O'Hare to?
In Chicago.
Okay, Chicago.
Okay. So it sits on around 35,000 acres of land, and its construction went over budget by $2 billion, which makes the total cost of the airport $4.8 billion. Okay.
Holy crap! That's like, wow.
Yeah. Despite its massive size, it still doesn't have as many runways as the nearby one it replaced, Stapleton. Okay.
That's like a unsatisfied wife says, "You're huge, but you don't have as much experience."
Hey, Kayla, quick question.
No, don't you bring that up, Rachel.
Speaking of satisfied wives, do you have like a fun nickname you call your husband? I don't know. Like, I call mine Babe. Kayla, what do you call Joe?
I explained this to you.
Okay,
fine.
guys.
Okay. Has anybody seen the show Future Man on Hulu? It's got Josh Hutcherson in it. And it's really funny, but it's very perverted in a lot of places. And my husband and I watched it together. And there's a part where they time travel. And in the time travel, two of the guys' penises accidentally get mixed up. So weird. So Josh Hutcherson's character was the one that got the really, really large appendage.
Uh-huh.
And the guy that lost the large appendage goes, "You're a dick pirate."
So
in Facebook Messenger, I nicknamed my husband Dick Pirate.
No, she screenshotted something that she'd sent him, and at the top you can see who the conversation's with. So I'm like, who is this with? I go, I assumed it was Joe, her husband.
You can see his picture.
But the title or the name at the top was Dick Pirate. And I was like, who's Dick Pirate, Kayla? So now that's what I call Joe. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, enough with the shenanigans. Let's get back to the Denver airport. Again, despite its massive size, it still doesn't have as many runways as the nearby one it replaced. That's Stapleton. Okay.
I mean, does that not sound like something somebody would say about their partner?
I mean, if you have a horrible mind, Kayla, maybe, but not an angel like me.
Oh, please.
Okay, so according to the 2018 statistics, the Denver airport is still not even in the top 3 busiest airport in the United States. So why was it built to this extent? It just does not make sense. Okay. And I even wrote that in bold letters. Doesn't make sense. For Denver, Colorado, this just doesn't make sense.
You know it's serious when she puts it in all caps.
With asterisks. So it's not clear who has built the airport. Okay, so
they don't even know who built it?
With such a huge, massive project, somebody would want to claim this and say, hey, look at this amazing structure I put together. This is who built it. Okay, it's not clear.
It was probably like taxpayer dollars. That's probably where the deficit has come from. Right. And they just don't want to admit it.
So there's going to be a lot of photos that I printed out that I'm going to be showing Kayla throughout our story. So anyway, I'm going to be showing her a lot of pictures. Again, as always, you need to join our Facebook group because I will also be posting them in there. We haven't had many episodes lately where photos have been necessary, but this one definitely necessary. Okay. So there is a plaque stating that it was founded by the New World Airport Commission. Only no such group exists.
What?
Yes.
The New World.
Exactly. Some believe it could be a sign pointing to the New World Order, a secret totalitarian world government. There is the Masonic symbol etched in the center, loud and proud. And it holds the date March 19th, 1994. And that number equals 33, which is the highest level you can get to in Freemasonry. Okay, so I'm going to show. Okay, I'm folding it down so you don't see the one on top of it. There. Okay, so as she's looking at it, the plaque is also thought to be a time capsule.
Well, it says the time capsule beneath the stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094.
Yes, so that's when they're going to be opening it. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, people are saying, like, what's in the time capsule? And they're like, oh, it's just, like books and, like really simple things that were popular in the 90s, I guess.
Satan is going to rise out of that sucker, I'm telling you right now.
No, it's just going to be Tamagotchis and neon socks and I don't know. But others theorize that inside the time capsule is a weapon of biochemical warfare. This is the biggest conspiracy about the airport. There are confirmed undercover bunkers hidden beneath it. An anonymous whistleblower brought the blueprints to light, and it was also confirmed by airport officials. The blueprints show 5 buildings that officials say were incorrectly placed. But instead of demolishing them, the airport was just built over the completed buildings. Okay, so let me ask, why go through the trouble of finishing and completing these 5 buildings just to say they were a quote-unquote mistake and put the airport over top of them?
You don't make 5 mistakes. You make 1 mistake.
Right. I think, I don't know, the, what's it called? The foreman of the site. Be like, hey, this is where the airport's supposed to go?
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think we should be building these random buildings here.
Well, and I would like to point out, too, Colorado is kind of smack dab in the center of the U.S.
Right.
So if they were going to do something to explode the U.S. or spread something, it's perfectly in the middle of everything.
Yeah, or this could be a very, very safe place in the middle of the United States. So airports claim...
Sorry, guys. The audio messed up right there, so I'm just going to say what Rachel was saying is that they claim that those buildings were an underground luggage system.
Right.
Although the airport doesn't even have a working underground luggage system and take up about 470,000 square feet for reference, just so you know the size. Yeah, that's a lot of space. So what's the purpose of these bunkers? Here's some theories. They are possibly a post-apocalyptic fallout shelter for the global elite, a future FEMA concentration camp. The Illuminati is also, again, tied to the airport, and some believe that the underground area is where the Illuminati headquarters are located.
Okay, quick question. Mm-hmm. How did they confirm that the Illuminati are tied to them?
Oh, nobody can confirm the Illuminati. They won't.
Well,
let
I
people.
know that.
And there are Masonic symbols scattered around the airport, and certain symbols are on the time capsule. They have the Masonic symbol, and on the runway, or at least outside, they have it imprinted in some of the cement too. Yes, but I mean, it's not just there; it's literally just scattered.
And see, that's.
I'll tell you a few more places that it's located too. Okay. Getting back to the bunkers, it's documented that Barack Obama was in Denver in 2011 when the comet Elenin, I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it or if I even spelled it right. Elenin,
Yeah, I don't know.
was said to be plummeting towards the Earth.
Oh, the comet. I thought you said the comet. I'm like,
Wait.
is somebody saying something mean to him? Like,
Oh, comment. I see what you're saying. Okay.
the comet. Okay.
Yes. So is that a coincidence? Maybe. The Queen of England has also purchased land near the airport.
Oh, hell no. Why does the Queen want anything in America? She hates us.
I mean, because she's got to be in the bunkers if if something goes down. Just another creepy fact. There are gargoyle statues located inside around the luggage claim area. They're coming out of suitcases. So apparently they're the watchers.
I guarantee you there's either cameras in those suckers or levers that you can push to get down into those bunkers.
Right. Well, you never know. That's interesting.
Go push them next time you're in the Denver airport, people.
And you've already brought this up, but there is a gigantic blue 32-foot tall horse statue with red glowing eyes.
I hate it so much. It's so creepy.
Located at the entrance. What do people call the horse, you ask?
Oh, no.
Blucifer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the harbinger of death or, you know.
I'm showing Kayla a picture, which I will also show you guys.
That is freaking terrifying.
Blucifer
I love that.
is thought to represent the fourth horseman of the apocalypse.
There. See, that was the tie-in I was waiting for. Okay.
Which represents death. The statue, Blucifer, killed its creator, artist Louis Jimenez, while constructing it. Blucifer's head fell off and shattered an artery in his leg.
Of course it did.
So he's already killed someone.
Okay, Rachel, I already had anxiety based on my research. This is just making it so much worse.
Well, just wait. Okay. There are imprinted tiles throughout the airport floor, okay, that have different pictures etched into them. One of the tiles says AU, AG, capital A, lowercase u, capital A, lowercase g.
Those are periodic table symbols, right?
Yep. Periodic element symbol for gold and silver.
Oh, no. Okay.
Perhaps, but why?
The Illuminati values gold, silver, and rhodium.
No way! Oh my gosh, it's so interesting.
I'm not even joking. They consider those the most priceless metals. And I'm going to talk more about that in my portion.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, well, not funny, terrifying.
I know, right?
But
Illuminati confirmed.
but this is actually people aren't really diving into the Illuminati with this one. The theorists, at least that I researched, said that it could represent Australian antigen, which is shortened to AG, which is a new strain of hepatitis so strong it could be used in biological warfare.
Can we not?
Guys, I just have to apologize for how much I'm tripping over my tongue this week. I think the coffee excited me just a little too much, but if you're...
Well, and I think we both turn into like crazy conspiracy people. Like we need tinfoil hats right now.
Yes, like in signs. Oh, okay. Another one of the tiles says Mount Bianca, which is the location where the Knights Templar famously signed their charter, which mentioned they'd gathered to form a new world order. The Knights of Templar is one of several additional Masonic orders in which membership is open only to Freemasons who profess a belief in Christianity.
Okay.
Cool. Another fact, apparently there is an on-site morgue.
Because you need that at an airport. Sure. Why not?
Okay. The town of Lochbuie, Colorado. If you're from Lochbuie, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, was shaken by a large boom that seemed to have originated from the airport. The strangest part is that the boom was not recorded as an earthquake, yet it was big enough to shake people's houses and knock things off their walls. The Buckley Air Force Base, which is nearby, even chimed in and said that they had been drilling, but that they were done much before the loud boom could have been heard. So nobody knows where that came from or what it was. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be getting into the last, and in my I think this is the creepiest part, is what I'm trying to say.
It's all bad this so far. How can it get worse?
This is the most disturbing in my eyes. Okay.
So you're saying it gets worse.
It gets worse. Throwback.
When we have merch one day, we're going to have a t-shirt that just says, it gets worse.
And it is what it is. Oh my gosh.
It is what it is, honey.
So much. There are extensive murals that are decorating the airport's walls that are just dang creepy. Okay.
Oh, of course.
So with these murals, let me get to the first one here. The artist for the at least the main artist is a man by the name of Leo Tanguna or Tanguma. I'm sorry. So just something that you need to know about like artwork that appears in government facilities such as airports. There is a team that has to vote on whether or not it's appropriate. Okay. So it has to go through a lot of panels, and committees in order for it to be publicly placed. Okay. They don't just throw up anything.
Oh, good.
So
this was widely approved.
So people approved these. Okay. So here's one. Part of what I'm going to show you here, like I'm going to show you the full artwork here. And then, this gives a little bit of a closer look that you can see. So,
okay.
This is a picture of what looks like, post-apocalypse type of things. You'll see, let me see if this is the one that has, okay. There are dead people in coffins underneath, a fiery landscape with like animals that have been popular during our time or whatever, and like they're in like with display cases, and it says what they are and when they went extinct. Very dark. So here you go.
What are you talking about? I talk like that all the time. This is just normal day stuff.
Very strange.
Okay.
Look at the bottom right of the picture.
There's so much to take in here. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's like ocean stuff. Is that supposed to be climate change?
I'm not really sure.
Because there's a whale, a penguin, a sea turtle.
Yeah.
And then there's a dead person in a
Okay.
coffin.
Oh,
who's
here you go.
glowing.
This is the same picture. With
There's a white tiger or a white cheetah.
that's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah. Okay. This next picture here that I'm showing her, it's also part of that big artwork. Shows the dead child a little bit more up close. There's also another child that's crying, holding a squirrel, and you can see one of the cases, and inside of it is a taxidermied passenger pigeon, and it said it went extinct in 1914. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. So also the penguin has a tag on it that says Great Auk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you happen to zoom in on the bottom part to see what it says underneath it by any chance?
I didn't. No.
Is that the New York? I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in. You guys, I want your thoughts too when we post this. But that literally looks like the New York City skyline in the background being engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this bird up here. Wait, is that guy standing in front of this part of the painting?
No, he's not. That's a real man that's gazing upon its glory.
Oh, well, he's blocking some of it, and I wish he would move.
Well, I think that's what that picture that's sitting there is what he's blocking.
Okay. Yeah. Passenger pigeon. Hey, that is either the bird name or Latin underneath it. It's probably both.
It's probably Latin,
Okay,
sort of scary incantation or something that whenever people read it.
Quetzal. It's literally a bird.
Okay. All right.
Somebody needs to analyze this painting and then post everything they find in our group, please.
Yes. You can go ahead and take those home, Kayla. Those are my gift to you.
Oh, God.
But here, this is the last painting I want to show you. Again, there are many in the airport. I just printed off 2 of the best. Okay.
I don't want to ever go to this airport.
So the quality is not fantastic, but what you're going to see there's a woman mourning over her dead baby.
Of course.
A lot of people mourning. Looks like they have been killed by what looks like a scary Nazi-esque soldier with a gas mask on with a machine gun. People are cowering in fear from him, and he is striking a peace dove with his sword. So just get a little taste of that.
What the? He's wearing a gas mask.
Yeah, gas mask. Yeah.
He's obviously Mr. War.
I want to paint a picture for you, okay? Hey, kids, get up. Come on. I know it's cold in Denver. We're going to go travel to Disneyland. Come on, let's go to Florida, okay? Pack your bags. Come on, we got to get on this flight. We got to get there. So they run, get to the airport, drive there, park, get out, and they've gone through security. And as they come up the escalators, they're greeted by dead children, mourning women, and a terrifying zombie Nazi. How is that appropriate?
Okay, here's a thought.
Uh-huh.
I'll talk more about this with my segment.
Okay.
But From what I can see, the Illuminati is very anti-war.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering if they're saying this is the crap that's going to happen if we keep going the way we're going. Because this one with the soldier, he's killing the peace dove.
Yep.
It just makes me think with all these animals in here
Well,
that it's like climate change.
Okay, there's another one, and it's like it has people of all nationalities coming together. Again, I think there's still like some destruction in the background, but they are all coming together, and it's a much more positive mural.
And yeah, that's exactly what the Illuminati wants.
Okay,
according to what I found.
I think we found the headquarters.
I think so too.
That is so funny. Like, I feel like sometimes, without intention, our stories kind of tie into each other.
But the creepiest part to me is that they're saying what they want, but the way they're going about it is still just as dangerous for the people who don't join the Illuminati.
Right. I mean, they've got those weapons.
We're the dead people in the caskets is what I'm trying to say.
I honestly, if I ever have a layover there or I ever go there, I am going to take an extra half day at least to just,
walk the airport. Touch the gargoyles from head to toe, see if you can find a secret button.
Yeah, and from what so that's all my research, but I have just a few closing thoughts here.
Yes.
Don't forget your picture of Lucifer. I was reading and researching a little bit of people that had, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists who are all about the Denver airport, obviously. I think Shane Dawson did a segment also on the Denver airport. Did he?
I have something to say about Shane Dawson, too.
I love Shane Dawson. Wait, right? Is he part of the Illuminati? No! Oh, no.
Obviously, I can't confirm, but I have a theory.
Dang it. Okay, well, anyway, I think he did part of his segments on the Denver airport. Like, a lot of people, are really all about this. And the airport itself, they've embraced the conspiracy theories. Like, they had some sort of an event that was based around the theories, and they just kind of like played into it. But I feel like that's a tactic too. You know what I mean? Because they're like, if we can't beat them, join them. I think we can hide it better if we're playing along with this,
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. And I guess people have toured the underground part of it. Okay. And there did used to be like a working baggage system underneath, like they're the tunnels. And I think maybe the trains go down there now.
But there's no way they showed them everything.
Well, right. And plus,
it's
how many?
40,000 acres.
It's 400,000 acres or something.
Sorry.
Like I
was
can't.
off a zero.
470,000 square
That's
feet.
like so much bigger than it should be.
Right. So, I mean, of course, they're probably going to like show them bits and pieces and be like, see, nothing to see here. You know what I mean? They're not going to show you the nitty gritty and the stuff that everybody really wants to see. So
this is where we're going to put your dead body.
And the morgue is not confirmed, but I found a lot of references about it.
I feel like it might make sense to have a morgue in an airport, though, because if somebody dies on a plane and you need to hold them until... Like, that would make some sense.
Okay.
But if it's like a massive morgue for like mass graves and crap, that's not going to make sense.
Ugh. Yeah, for their concentration camp that might be underground.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it does. A lot of things don't add up. And plus, a few things here and there, fine. But all of this evidence pointing towards like the craziness of this airport, there's no way they can deny that,
I just want to say, compiled with what I researched as well, I could probably puke right now. Like, it's that bad.
Oh my gosh. All right.
It's so...
Let's do it. We're going to move on
Okay.
to Kayla's segment because I can't wait.
I just want to say, I apologize if this is a long episode. There was so much. Like, the Illuminati is... Oh, it's so big. And nothing is confirmed, obviously, because you can't ever confirm anything.
I'm shocked that you even like took this on because I was going to do the Masons and I was like, dude, too much. Can't do it. And you took on the Illuminati.
I'm not actually taking y'all on tonight. You're gonna get me killed, Rachel.
I took on the research of the Illuminati, not the actual
okay.
organization.
So I would just like to point out that when I started researching the Illuminati, my computer blue screen, which it has never done before. So that was great. I'm going to address the various conspiracy theories relating to the Illuminati at the end.
Okay.
Because I found something way more interesting.
Okay.
And I want to address that first. Okay, so we all know that the original Illuminati was confirmed and started in 1776. It was like kind of created as a side piece to the Constitution.
Side piece.
It was all these people that basically wanted to have a way to overtake the government if they didn't go the way they wanted them to.
Okay.
And
wait. Okay, let me process that.
It sounds like a valiant thing. Like, we want to protect you from another government like England.
Okay.
That we just escaped.
Okay.
So it sounds like some kind of valiant thing, but it's not. So they seemingly disbanded like 10 years later because I think they were outlawed or something like that. I don't even know.
Okay.
But I'm 99% sure they did not actually disband. They are often entangled with the Freemasons.
Yeah.
But they are both their own separate secret societies.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, at that time, secret societies were kind of like the thing to do. And I think it was because they got
much else to do in the 1700s. So.
They were like toddlers. They got all this independence and they didn't know what to do with it. So they made all these secret societies. Okay, so they existed around the same time, but they weren't necessarily together.
Okay.
I could see them working together, but they're not the same thing. So when I Googled the Illuminati, there's not much out there.
Yeah.
Except I found out that
Did you find the dark web?
Oh, God, I hope not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This felt very dark. I found out that the Illuminati decided to create their own website a couple years ago to dispel the negative myths, and I put that in quotes because that is what their website says, that have floated across the internet for a while. They claim their sole purpose is the sovereignty and the survival of the human species. So on this page, there is a lot to see on this page, and it's all kind of hidden in these little tabs, and you don't see the fine print unless you do what I did, which is like pour over it for 6 to 8 hours. Okay, so let's dive into this. I'm not sure I want to give you guys the URL because they also invite you to join the Illuminati by signing up, and I don't really want any of y'all doing that. So,
yeah.
There have been theories that the Illuminati is like satanic, or, you know, that it's going to bring about the end of the world because it's a new world order. I'm pretty sure it's led by the Antichrist. That was my end conclusion after researching this website. So obviously you cannot confirm that it's actually the Illuminati. It could be like a cult that has claimed the name of the Illuminati, but I tend to think it's the Illuminati, which is a cult.
Right.
So they have an archives page, which is basically a glorified FAQ section. Okay. And they address many of the conspiracies. And they do it in an extremely poetic fashion. And then they try to dismiss them with their little reasoning. So they're trying to make you see, we're not what you think we are. We're these great people. I mean, we are great people. That's literally what they do.
I was going to make a Donald Trump reference, but I feel like that's inappropriate.
I don't think he would be accepted. They have a symbols section that explains that they will never receive recognition in history books. No. But you can know that they have been involved in every monumental historical thing since like the past 2 centuries, and they have left behind their symbols across America as breadcrumbs so that you can know they're always watching out for you.
Oh my gosh, do I need to hide my phone? I feel like we need to hide our phones. Oh,
I'm using my phone. It's my notes are on my phone.
It's listening. They're
Look,
listening.
I felt
currently.
like my webcam was activated the entire time I was researching,
right.
so they know.
As soon
they
as
know.
you click on that website, I'm sure it like bleeps on. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so yes, like I mentioned, they recruit people to join them. There is a portal that you can go to. You can enter your email and your name, and they will send you a contract, an oath, that you can sign to become a part of the Illuminati, as well as their first testament, the Illuminatium. I need to pause for a second.
I'm so glad you didn't do that. This. Oh my gosh.
I know. I actually wrote Rachel, and I was like, should I do this to like see what it is? And then I got further and I'm like, hell no. Okay, so they specify many times that there are no membership fees. Though they do have a separate company specifically for merch. If you want to display your loyalty to the Illuminati with a t-shirt, a talisman, or if you want to purchase their books.
Who would wear that?
Oh, there's so many people.
Really?
They have pictures of people. Like, literally, these people join their website, take their selfie, send it in with a testimonial, and they plant their face across their page.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You've made a mistake, people.
So then you sign the oath. You receive a copy of the First Testament of the Illuminati, like I said. I guess that's kind of their Bible of sorts. I don't know. They are very, very wordy people.
Yeah.
And then from there, being on the outside, it's kind of hard to know what occurs past that point.
Dang it.
Except what they mention scattered across the website. And they talk about a lot because apparently they want to brag.
Yeah.
So they
don't get a lot of recognition, Kayla.
I know. And I think part of the reason that they came forward now is because the digital age is so flooded with people that they just wanted to try and set the record straight for themselves. But I think it's just like a manipulative way to make themselves look better.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is what you were saying about the Denver airport.
Yeah.
It's like making them look like saviors and whatever. They have ranks that you can earn through prerequisites, which are tests that you take to ascertain whether you are ready to, and in quotes I say, elevate to the next level.
Okay, but you can't do that unless you're a member.
Nope.
Because I want to get all over that.
I know.
I want to see where I would rank in the Illuminati.
But I'm pretty
size.
sure that they would not elevate you because they would know. Because you take these prerequisites and then they specify that the patience of waiting to elevate is a test of its own. And in my book, that essentially gives them the leisure to basically indefinitely suspend you at this one rank.
Absolutely. Yes.
Until they're sure that you're not going to go blab or you're...
Make a podcast episode about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. The higher you go, and they say this on their website, the more access you have to the Illuminati's secrets. They claim to have Illuminati members-only libraries that gradually explains the future of everything, what, like, all these things that they've woven into place, and your role in them. So they call this age the age of war, and they hate it. They call what's coming the age of Illuminatium. And it's supposed to be our salvation. And they're trying to help prepare these new members for their role in it by giving them these tests. And
they're so humble to name it that.
I laugh so much reading this page. Okay, so naturally, the higher you go, the more you know, just like a cult.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was my first thought. I'm like, this is a cult. They talk about following the capitalized light as if it's like a being on just about every page, thoroughly believing that they know best, they know everything, and they are your guides through life. Though, everyone who seems to post on their social media, they have a Facebook page, they have a Twitter. I mean, they're out there. Everybody who posts on them seems illiterate and very gullible. So I'm guessing those are the bottom rankers.
Yeah, they're like, you can run our social media.
Yeah.
That's your job.
The recruits that have posted testimonials and comment on their social media in general all call each other brother and sister and speak in an elevated, eloquent manner, saying things like, "Hail the Illuminati," and "May sudden destruction cometh upon them." Or they can barely form sentences and say things like, "I really hope my dreams come true. I am poor."
Oh.
Yeah. And apparently, because of this website, a couple other groups of fake Illuminati people have sprung up, charging membership fees, charging them for these things.
Well, they probably fall for it.
And they're falling for it. And they will go to the social media on the actual official Illuminati page and be like, "I've spent $300-something and I haven't gotten anything. What's going on?"
Did they reply on the page?
No.
Did you go to the page?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
It was horrifying. It's all a lot of the same stuff. They like to do these grand graphics with like these quotes.
Yeah.
They've got some like poetic writer there. And I think I know who it is. I'm going to bring that up in a second. Okay. So the website again says over and over, there's no membership fees. But if you look deeper and you pore over the archives like I did, you will see eloquently phrased snippets. So it's not really easy to understand what they're saying at first. But they imply a great sacrifice and expense, though not monetary, because money is just paper to them.
Your soul. Oh my gosh.
I'm not even joking. I am convinced. That it's the Antichrist.
Don't let your blood pressure get too high. You are with child. We don't want anything, any hospital visits to happen because of this right now.
So obviously that is super ominous. And they don't stop there with the ominous phrases. They have an FAQ, why go public now? And this is Complete quotation. The age of Illuminatium approaches. The people of this planet are ready to accept the light, and our enemies will do nothing because they do not believe we exist.
Okay.
Oh, they go further to say,
please do not give these people weapons because I just don't feel...
Oh, they don't have any interest in taking weapons. They want to get rid of the reason for weapons, which is war. So they want everybody to come together in unity. And I mean, what better way to unify people than to like murder half of them?
I just don't know about their gameplay here. Like what's their plan?
I don't know. If we could get our hands on the books, maybe we would know. Okay, so then they also go on to say, fear not for the future of humanity. Let me start that over. That was stupid. Fear not for the future of humanity. Fear not for the bursting sounds that echo across your red horizons as the monuments to your enslavers are made into dust. Fear not as you travel the road ahead and its pathways darken under the fall of the long night. Which, Game of Thrones fans, you gonna know what the long night is.
I was like, is there any other reference that she's thinking of right now? Because I'm just really into Game of Thrones. Okay.
Darkness signals a new dawn is ahead. You will never be lost if you follow the light. We are always watching out for you.
Also, we are always watching you. I think that's what they meant to say.
Well, it says watching out. Literally. They have commercials. And there's this like deep robotic voice. And it's like, we are always watching out for you.
We're like, always watching out for you.
Yeah.
Out for. Whatever, you get it.
So they have an FAQ. When asked if the Illuminati is good or evil. The Illuminati serves as a captain of the planet that carries the human species through this universe. We are not elected by the people we represent, nor do we need their approval. We are residents of this planet who have stood up from the chaos of the raft and taken the helm simply because no one else is able, willing, or skilled enough. So apparently we're all too stupid to govern our own lives and must be babysat by the Illuminati. It's just so threatening, and I hate it. Oh my God. Okay.
My favorite thing about them is their humility, though. Like, I just love that about them. They're just so humble.
I was reading these pages, and I was like, oh my God, who has the balls to say these things? Oh my goodness. Okay. And they revere people like Steve Jobs, who was like a genius. You know, they like all the smart people. So I'm sure that they're like, we're on level with Steve Jobs, you know?
Right.
Probably was Steve Jobs. Who knows?
I think it's funny that like, okay, let's just say down the road, the Illuminati like gets a hold of our podcast somehow. And they're like, these two housewives from Georgia, I swear to God, they figured out where our headquarters are. They figured out all of our secrets in what, 1 week?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's funny, but not funny. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so they talk about the importance of symbols, basically as your only proof that they exist and are involved. They have an entire page dedicated to their symbolism. And they say, in quotes again, due to the efforts of loyal members worldwide, a person can now find the Illuminati symbols displayed publicly within 50 miles of any part of the civilized world.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah, they're that deep. They're everywhere.
But then what could that be? Like what?
So they give examples.
Oh, great.
They confirmed that the pyramid on the dollar bill is theirs.
Okay.
And the Latin underneath it literally translates to New Order of the Ages.
New Order.
Which, according to them, is set to emerge upon the completion of the experiment.
What experiment? I'm sorry. Excuse me. What? What's the experiment?
Oh, they have a bunch of experiments. They're basically playing us like guinea pigs. And they talk about it. Okay, so going back to the symbols real quick. I'll get more to the experiments later. They claim the symbols are used to guide you to the light. And yes, they confirm that the celebrities who choose to flash that symbol are indeed a part of the Illuminati.
What is it?
The diamond.
Oh!
Beyonce, Kesha, Katy Perry. They say we value anonymity.
Anonymity.
We're discreet, but some people choose to flash the symbol to guide you to the light. That's what they're doing. They're letting you know that we're safe. You can talk to Beyonce. She's your friend.
I'm Googling celebrities flashing Illuminati.
There's so many. Madonna wrote a song about the freaking Illuminati.
Cool. Madonna, The Game, 50 Cent, Drake, Jay-Z, Justin Bieber, Soulja Boy.
Oh, yeah. Everybody thinks Justin Bieber's a reptile.
Okay, I didn't say this. But apparently the Denver airport could also be the headquarters of the reptilians.
The Illuminati website addresses that as well.
Okay, cool.
I'll get to that at the end.
Sorry, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Kanye West are just a few of the people. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that I've heard Kim K mentioned as well.
Okay.
Which makes sense because she and Kanye are married. Okay, so on their Facebook, this is like one of the last ominous things, I guess. They have a graphic that says, "A time approaches when all will be revealed and centuries of strings will merge into a grand tapestry," which they claim that they've been weaving for centuries. Then they also have a tab on their website titled Satan and God. It was not an easy tab to find. It was at the bottom of an archive buried somewhere in there.
You really went deep.
I went deep. I clicked everything.
Wow.
So they claim not to know whether there is or isn't a God. They claim that that's not really their job. And that while there likely is a higher power, they cannot accept nor deny any deity specifically. So they welcome people of all religions. They don't have a religion. They also specify that they do not approve of human sacrifice.
I'm really glad they mentioned that. I'm really glad that they specified that.
Yeah, there was literally a little article on that. They do not approve human or animal sacrifices.
Cool.
So, the more I searched this site, the more I saw some similar. Okay, let me preface this by saying I am religious, yes, but I don't want to make this about religion. I just happen to know a lot about Christianity, and when I was going through this site, I noticed they were really mocking Christianity in like a very specific way. So kind of goes along with the Antichrist theory. I'm going to point out all the ways that they seem to mock the Bible. They have a book called The 66 Laws of the Illuminati. And this may not be public knowledge, but the Bible has 66 books in it as well.
I didn't even know that.
I
Interesting.
thought that was really weird.
Yeah.
That
Very
why those numbers? Like
right.
That's weird.
Big coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah. The man in charge of probably all of this eloquent writing, he is the vice president of the Department of Citizen Outreach. Basically, you can write him and ask questions about the Illuminati. It is the only direct line to the Illuminati, although
There's a phone number?
it's an email.
Oh, dang it.
But if you join, you get a phone number.
Oh.
So this is the only way that you can talk to the Illuminati directly. And his name is Thaddeus I Am.
I am.
Uh-huh. You're picking up on what I picked up on. Okay, so I thought, well, in the Bible, God tells Moses in Exodus 3:14 specifically, I am that I am, because he asked, who are you? I think it was to the burning bush or something like that. And he says, I am that I am. And I was like, then I dove in even further. I Googled the name Thaddeus because we're trying to come up with a name for our child right now. And we've been doing a lot of name meanings.
And
and
Thaddeus
stuff.
was a big top contender.
No,
Oh, okay.
but I was just curious. I was like, I wonder if there's like a double meaning. Because it seems like everything the Illuminati does has like so much depth to it.
Right. A lot of Easter
I will
eggs
give
and everything.
them that. They are deep people. They think of a lot of things.
Poetic, deep people.
Yes. And I found out that it is in fact an alternate form of the name Judas.
Oh, cool.
I am not even joking. I squealed when I read that.
Oh.
Which,
That's,
if anybody doesn't know, Judas is the one disciple who betrayed Jesus Christ, and he's like the reason he got crucified. So that was weird.
Your voice was weird right there.
I know. I'm going to say that again. Okay. That was weird. Okay. So then they have, do you know what an Ouroboros is?
No, but I know about the Aurora Borealis or whatever, which is
Yeah,
the
it's
beautiful
not even really.
northern lights. Okay, no.
The Ouroboros is a symbol of a snake eating itself. It's often turned on its side to make the infinity symbol.
Okay.
It's one of their symbols. It represents to them symbiosis, unity, and harmony. They talk about it representing the circle of life, a constantly renewing cycle.
Snake.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was my first. I'm like, it's a snake.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one thing. But then it says, They have under the little snake Ouroboros symbol page, in quotes, it says, "It shows the path of physical mortality, the inescapable truth that all life starts with nothing and ends in the same place it began.
Nothing.
All humans are born from the dust, and to the dust they shall return."
Oh.
Does that sound familiar, Rachel?
Oh, dust to dust, yeah.
Yeah, so I Googled that. Ecclesiastes 3:20. The scripture is, "All go to the same place. All come from dust, and to dust shall return."
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Is that not crazy?
Yes.
Okay. So then it goes further. In the Bible, Jesus is often referred to as the lion who watches over and protects us. It's meant to be like a good thing, you know,
Right,
like it
right.
makes you feel comfortable. Sheep are usually the Christians who follow Christ, and they're described typically as valued, loved, protected, and cared for by the shepherd who is also God. It's a great analogy.
Yep, yep.
Well, the Illuminati didn't like it.
Also, the snake is who, you know? Okay. Oh, wait, did I just ruin it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. The snake was a good point out.
Okay.
They have an entire archive page dedicated to the lion and the sheep. The Illuminati views sheep as weak, fat, pathetic people and encourage their followers to be lions instead. They say that fools believe they deserve equal rewards for unequal effort, so be a lion, hunting for your own food, coming and going as you please, such is the life of a lion. And they say, in quotes, "The sheep are safe in their cages, but the lions run free in the wilderness."
So we're all gods.
They want you to be.
Mm-hmm.
And they also say, "All sheep are born and die as sheep. All humans are born and die as humans, but some become shepherds along the way."
Wow. So they're either mocking Christianity or they're plagiarizing real bad.
I think it's mocking because I'm about to get to the one. Okay.
Okay.
So not only do they make the shepherd, sheep, lion analogy, but they actually call their highest ranked members shepherds who guard and lead their flock.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
So then when this made me so uncomfortable, and this was the one that I was like, this is Satan. They have a book about their symbols. You can read the book on the site. There's literally no reason that this was published. It is titled The Mark.
Oh. Oh my God.
Which I don't know how you could not be familiar with this, but in Revelations, they talk over and over and over again about the mark of the beast.
Oh my God.
I have chill bumps. Do you have chill bumps?
I think my leg hairs are growing.
I literally screenshot this because I was like, Rachel needs to see this. I'm shaking. Oh my God. It is so intense and scary. Okay, let me see.
She is shaking. I can see her hand.
They literally have a whole page dedicated to symbols. They don't need this book. It is free. You can read it whether you're part of the Illuminati or not. It is short. There is no point. It is just titled The Mark.
Did you open the book?
I did.
Okay.
I read it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there was nothing important in there. I mean, it went on more about their symbols, but I'm like, there is a reason that they put that on there with that name specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact you sign an oath to join this,
Yeah.
that's why so I was thinking about signing the oath just to get the book, right?
Uh-huh.
The Illuminati, because you can't read that unless you join.
Right.
And then I accidentally clicked the tab and it brought up the book that says The Mark, and I was like, hell no! I fell off my bed. So.
Okay, if any of you out there have, out of curiosity, maybe signed up with the Illuminati and you would be willing to let us know a little bit more about what's behind the veil.
Also, don't kill us.
That would be great. And I would like to know more. But there's no way in hell that Kayla and I are going to be signing that. No.
No, I don't want that. No.
But I'm so curious.
But it makes sense because if you read the Bible, I kept wondering for years and years and years, who would be stupid enough to get the mark of the beast?
Yeah.
Well, when they make it sound like they're humanity's salvation and it's going to end crime and war and we're going to be there for you, we're watching out for you. They make it sound like a brotherhood. people, I mean, there's gullible people all over the social media who's
Totally.
doing it.
Yeah, totally.
It's so easy to see how people could fall into this.
Yeah. I have so many questions, but I'm going to wait until the end of your research.
The last thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to kind of go through the Illuminati conspiracies because they did address many of them.
Okay.
So the first one is that the Rothschilds are at the head.
Okay, sorry, who?
The See, I didn't know who they were either.
No, I have no idea who
My
that
husband
is.
was like, you don't know who they are? I'm like, no. So they are like the most wealthy family in the world. And basically, I didn't really look too hard because it was really boring. But basically, there was this dude back in the 1700s and he started a bank. And then like he had 5 sons and they kind of spread across the world and became super, super rich by doing different things. I mean, they're like bankers, they're realtors, all the big things that can bring in big amounts of money. Okay.
Right. So they were big founders.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also found this article literally on CIA.gov talking about the 13 family bloodlines of the Illuminati.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's official or if it was just like, okay, we're keeping an eye on this lunatic.
Oh.
But yeah, so they mentioned the Rothschilds and like a bunch of other
CIA.
people. The CIA.
Wow. Okay. Because like at this point, like I'll be honest with you, I am very, very intrigued. Okay. But from what you've told me so far, like if I knew nothing about the Illuminati, which I don't know a whole lot, I would just think, okay, these are psychos who think that they're important, but they're not really important.
No, they literally say that they have people all over the government, all over the world,
right,
in
but like
high places.
some psycho
and you
could just
literally
be writing
can't get rid
that.
of them at this point.
Okay.
They literally say that on their website.
But I'm saying like at this point, I'm not scared because it could just be like some psycho saying like, yeah, he's my friend too, and you know what, I know him, and you should be scared because we're all like a big group and we're watching you. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, would it scare you if I said that the Bundys were one of the 13 bloodlines?
oh wait, like the murderer?
Like Ted Bundy?
Oh my gosh! But then why do you screw everything up?
Well, they said that in this article that was on the CIA website.
Okay, because the CIA makes it a little more official, I'll be honest.
Right?
Yeah.
So they talked about Ted Bundy and how he was tied to the Illuminati and possibly a Satanist. And when he was confessing to his girlfriend, he confessed to her at the end before he was executed and said that when he was in those moments, there was this force that he could not control. He could not stop. He had to do it. And as soon as it's over, the force went away.
Okay.
And a lot of people have theorized that that force was satanic.
Oh, okay.
And
I
so-
mean, like, that makes sense for a lot of serial killers. I'm not going to lie.
I know.
Yeah.
But the
I
fact
keep saying I'm not
that-
going to lie. I'm still very hyper on caffeine. So if I repeat myself, I go crazy. That's why.
So the fact that the Bundys are mentioned, like, they couldn't exactly prove that this Bundy was from that line of Bundys, but there was a line of Bundys that supposedly were a part of the Illuminati.
Okay.
One of the 13, which 13 is a very specific number. I would like to point that out too. So, people have theorized that the Rothschilds were one of the, like, the founding families. They actually, under their archives, have a letter written to the Rothschilds congratulating them on their most recent wedding, talking about how sacred marriage is, and they are so happy. There were literally 2 letters on these archive pages. One was to the Rothschilds. The other one was denying that they had any involvement in Antonio Scalia's death.
That sounds serious, but I know nothing about any of that.
Okay, so Scalia was the Supreme Court justice that kind of just died suddenly.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people had theories that he was murdered by the Illuminati to make room for somebody else to come in so that they could control the Supreme Court.
Oh.
Yeah. And they basically were like, we would never have anything to do with him. So I was like, okay.
Oh.
So I put a little alien head next to that conspiracy because I think it's very believable.
Alien head equals believable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I did. Okay.
Okay.
So then the next conspiracy is that celebs join to gain success and flash symbols to show they're in, which was confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my theory, I went back and did a little research on Shane Dawson's page. He did a little read through of this website, the same website that I was on. And he's where I even found out about it. That was in 2017, right before he blew up. and became this documentary extraordinaire. I mean, literally raking in millions of dollars from these documentaries.
I won't believe it. I won't believe it.
Okay, so he joins the Illuminati. He gets the book, the Illuminatium. He literally says, oh, this is all just what's on their website. Makes this big deal about burning the book, ends the video, and never goes back to talk about the Illuminati like ever again. And then he becomes huge.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that the Illuminatium does not have the same stuff that's on the website because people have taken screenshots like that are part of the social media and posted it and been like, this is amazing. And it's not what's on the website at all.
Oh.
So he barely dipped his toe into the website. Then he claimed that the book was fake, like that it was the website printed into book form, and then burned it and never talked about it again. And then he became huge.
Not my Shane. Not my Shane.
I don't want it to be either. I adore Shane. But I'm just saying it's very odd. And I commented on that video with that same theory, and lots of people are liking it. So I think people agree with me. I'm going to wind up dead. This is not good. So anyway, I do think that Shane could be part of the Illuminati at this point. So people theorize that the Illuminati killed JFK. I didn't have much on the website to confirm or deny, but they did mention that many of their members are born into privilege due to their wealth, blah, blah, blah. They were going on boasting about that. And they said, in quotes, though their journeys are shorter and smoother, they carry generations of knowledge and expertise. And I just thought, like, what a weird choice of words.
Yeah.
That the rich people would be shorter. And I got to thinking, like, Michael Jackson was really young. He died young. JFK was young. I mean, all these people that were in these big positions.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston was pretty young.
My sweet Robin Williams. I love him.
But my thing is, like, all these celebs just kind of fall out, and there's no reason why they died. Like Brittany Murphy, what happened to her? They don't know.
Like all those celebrities that die at what is it, age 28 or 29?
Yeah,
29.
it's like right around the same. I'm 29.
I'm 34. I made it past the hurdle.
Well, good for you. You didn't come up with this research.
That's true.
So if I die, just know the Illuminati did it. Well, now they can't kill me because I'll be giving it away.
That's true.
Okay, so then this shook me to the core. This was not necessarily an Illuminati theory that I was familiar with, but I know from watching Shane's videos, he's talked about it many times, and that is subliminal advertising.
Okay.
Are you ready to be terrified again?
I mean, I guess. If I have to be.
Okay, so subliminal advertising is messages hidden in movies and pop culture.
Yes.
When asked if they are pro-guns, they talk about how guns aren't the issue, but rather the underlying violent illness. And I quote, "But there is hope. We have seen great success in our experimental campaigns in parts of Europe and North America by exposing humans to subtle mental exercises embedded in popular media. For example, movies, television, and similar broadcasts. We have seen great success in the reduction of violent tendencies and a marked increase in societal quality of life. These campaigns will soon expand to other countries."
I'm sorry, but what the fuck?
Right? Literally written by probably Thaddeus I Am.
Oh. Did they give any? I'm sure they didn't.
No, they
Yeah.
just said that they've apparently put subtle mental exercises into popular movies and things to see if they can decrease the violent levels, I guess.
Interesting.
The theory is that the Illuminati faked the moon landing to get them ahead in the space race.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally fell for an article that said that Neil Armstrong came out and admitted that it was all faked. And I read the whole damn thing and then realized it was in The Onion.
Oh, no. Oh.
I was like, what? And
The
then
Onion did it again.
So I Googled just to make sure. I was like, oh, fuck, I can't believe I fell for that. So I did not have anything that confirmed or denied that. So then also 9/11 was orchestrated by the Illuminati to invade the Middle East. We've all seen the videos of the plane and how it looks fake, and it looks like a controlled demolition and all this stuff.
How something implodes before the plane actually hits it and all that stuff. Yes. Yep.
And the
Mothman was there. I mean, I have evidence of the Mothman being there too. So
yeah. according to Illuminati's website, they are completely anti-war. So if the theory is to invade the Middle East, couldn't see that being them.
Right.
But I could see it being things for other reasons, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. To like maybe, I mean, even in the murals, okay, in the Denver airport, like things have to happen.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And see,
before their path to be followed out completely. So I mean,
know.
like maybe there's a purpose for the war because they're able to like speak peace and, you know,
yeah,
get
I mean,
into...
we did sign the peace treaty
Yep,
after that with Iran, which, by the way, is also in the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one was that they are poisoning our air with chemtrails.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, the chemtrails thing really freaks me out.
Yeah, but okay. I really don't buy that one because I looked it up and the amount of planes that would have to fly over your house to make a chemtrail big enough
To affect you?
is ridiculous. I barely ever hear a plane fly over my house. There's barely ever any trails in the sky.
Yeah.
So they're not, I mean, I'm pretty close to a large city in Georgia. I would think that we would be in the pathway of chemtrails if that was a thing.
Right.
And I couldn't see it. I couldn't see that happening. Now, I don't know, like the big cities tend to have smog.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe they're poisoning the big cities. There was one little thing. They said that Disney had confirmed these chemtrails by secretly sneaking in chemtrails into the backgrounds of all of their cartoons for like the past 50 years or something like that. And it's literally clouds. It's not like they were even
like
the fluffy clouds.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, there were a lot where it's like lines of clouds, and it was like, but I really don't think
that one's a little bit of a stretch. Yeah,
that one was a stretch. I was kind of laughing about that. I actually put a laughing emoji for that one. And then the last one, which I think is the most obvious that it's true, is that the Illuminati constitutes a new world order. I mean, yeah, they've basically said that.
Right.
They put it in Latin on our dollar bills.
So that one is...
We're doomed.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely Illuminati confirmed. So...
that's a lot to take in.
It is.
That's
so
what she
much
said.
to
I mean, honestly. I'm so sorry. Kayla, why do you have such a dirty mind?
So anyway, I feel like we are in the end times.
Yeah.
And it's all just going to go to shit.
Yeah. Stupid example.
I forgot to address the reptilian people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have to like edit this in. But basically, their Illuminatium talks about your world, your species.
Oh.
And it actually led people who were reading this crap, people who are part of the Illuminati, to sit there and say, are they not from our world?
Yeah.
So they addressed that and they said, we just want you all to take ownership. This is your world. This is your species. You are in dominion over animals, which again, biblical. And so basically saying, we're not from another planet. But I thought it was really weird.
Wait, you
that they felt driven enough to create a document specifically denying that they are aliens.
Oh. Yep. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, I feel like there's just so much information that has been given that I just like feel like my head is in a daze right now.
Well, and the fact, okay, you were talking about Denver Airport and how it has all these symbols all over it, and they want to claim that crap.
Yeah.
They've made a freaking website explaining everything.
Yeah.
They've come out of the shadows.
They're not hiding. Yeah.
They're not a secret society anymore. And the timing is impeccable. I mean, it's just all falling in at the right place. And they kept talking about, you know, how we're nearing the end of this age of war.
Yeah.
We're going to enter the age of Illuminatium. And it just makes me wonder if
So
that
humble.
date
Ugh,
on that time capsule has anything to do with the
Oh.
beginning of the age of Illuminatium.
Oh, shoot. How old will we be? Math.
I'll be dead. I will literally be 104.
Oh my gosh, you did the math.
I did the math. Go me.
Wow, I'll be older.
I gotta start losing weight if I want to live that long.
Oh, but I mean, like our kids and grandkids, though.
They
you
will
know?
be here.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's
I
so
won't be
sad
here
and
to protect
scary.
them.
I know. Wow.
Well, let's hope
What a
that...
dark way to end this.
Well, now we can only hope for, you know, what's it called? The
Rapture.
rapture.
I don't know if I'd be going anywhere. I might just be stuck here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I find it very, very ironic that my favorite conspiracy theory is the Denver airport, and your favorite conspiracy theory is the Illuminati. It's like we were meant to be.
Yeah.
You know how friends get those necklaces, and one of them has a little piece of bread with jelly on it, and the other one has a little piece of bread with peanut butter
you
on
could
it.
get one that said new, and I could get one that says world.
And together they form order underneath them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But
Why are we most attracted to these
darkest,
conspiracy
scariest things? Yes.
theories?
We couldn't do like a conspiracy theory that I don't know. I'm not smart enough to think of. No, but I want to finish that thought that I had. Like we couldn't find
What our own conspiracy?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, a conspiracy that like
They're not funny.
like a conspiracy that McDonald's is, I don't know,
Making us fat.
yeah, making their burgers out of cats or something. Like a conspiracy that there's cat burgers out there. Like we have to pick like world-ending conspiracies. That's what we choose to talk about. I love that about us.
I know.
I'm flashing the Illuminati symbol.
Don't
Anyway, that was deep. That was a lot.
I feel like we could just say good luck sleeping at this point because nobody's going to sleep after this.
Yeah. Screw it. Good luck sleeping, guys.
Good luck sleeping.